Welcome back, Truth Seeker. The annual tradition continues. A college wins the football championship, and then shortly after, players connected to that school are announced dead. And remember, before the college football season got underway, we said Ohio State had a great narrative to win it solely because of the sacrifice of Johnny Gaudreau and his brother, the pro hockey star who was playing in Columbus at the time of his death and who went to the University of Boston College, where the current coach of Ohio State used to coach, and that's where he was coaching as an assistant the last time Ohio State won the football championship. But notice, today, February 12th, the 43rd day of the year, Ohio State announces the death of two former players, one 61 years old, the other 21 years old. And today, February 12th, the day they released this news, is the 43rd day of the year. Again, you learn Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. Again, Masonry is based in Kabbalah. All of the American sports are credited to Masons. This is where the connection is of Masonry, sports, Kabbalah, letters and numbers and dates. They're all interrelated. You just need enough information to see it. And again, once you have this information, you understand the ritualism. So here we are on the 43rd day of the year, February 12th. The champion announces the death of two former players. In Gematria, champion equates to 43. When you run the alphabetic order in reverse, football equates to 43, like killing. And if you're new here, there are four base ciphers of the English language: the alphabetic order, the reverse alphabetic order, and both orders with numerology applied. You can see where Masonic and killing overlap with three of the four ciphers. Keep in mind, Ohio State won with 34 points. Hockey equates to 34, and that matters because Johnny Gaudreau was the major sacrifice right as the college football season was getting underway. And then you might recall right after his death, his former school, Boston College, where, again, Ryan Day once coached, had the big upset of Florida State. It's one of our best calls of the year in the regular season. Sadly, you understand what's going on. You see through the ritualism. As for the 61-year-old player, former player who died, former Greek player, Karsetos, if I'm saying that right. His name has gematria of 23. The opponent lost to Ohio State with 23 points, and these deaths were announced 23 days after the game. Again, the game was January 20th. Obviously, the 43rd day of the year would be 23 days later. Don't forget the word murder also equates to 34. And the players who are dead: Ben Christman, maybe Christman, but it looks like Christman. Ben Christman, found dead at age 21 in his apartment. Remember, Jesus Christ has gematria 43. As we talked about, it's the Jesuits who gave us the language, the calendar, who pretty much invented the education system as we know it. Of course, Boston College is a Jesuit school. Ohio State is not a Jesuit school, but at the end of the day, Jesuits are pretty much running the show, as we've been talking about. Remember, Jesuit order equates to 144. Ohio State won the championship 144 days after Johnny Gaudreau died. But Jesus Christ does have that gematria 43, fitting the pattern. 21 is interesting because Jesuit equals 21, as does Bible. Today's news comes 57 days after the Pope's birthday. Christman equals 57, as does Rome. Jim Karsetos, again, was a Greek. Greece equals 43 and 34. 43rd day of the year. Ohio State won with 34. His death was announced today, but he died on February 8th, 2-8. Buckeyes equals 28. Consider that date can be written 8-2. Game equals 82. The players who are dead are 61 and 21, equating to 82. Karsetos died 107 days before his upcoming birthday. Ritual sacrifice equates to 107. That's the 28th prime number, like dying on 2-8. He died at age 61. Ohio equals 61. 61 is the reflection of 16. Ohio also equals 16. When Karsetos was at Ohio State, he wore number 16 in light of the Jesus Jesuit theme. Jesus, cross, church, Christian, Christmas, they all equate to 61. And if you're new here, gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, which comes from Kabbalah, it means geometry and language. If you look into sacred geometry, you'll find that the shape, the flower of life, is made out of 61 overlapping circles, and it represents God. It's a very special number. Carcedo's birthday was the 146th day of the year, May 26th. Jesus Christ also equates to 146. And from Johnny Gaudreau's death to Carcedo's death, 163 days, the 38th prime number. Death, murder, killing, RIP, they all equal 38. RIP also equals 43, like the news on the 43rd day of the year. But yeah, RIP to these two young men, one very young and the other one relatively young. And again, year after year, these teams win and there's these suspicious deaths. And oftentimes the deaths are early in the season, in the offseason, that foretell what's to come, like Johnny Gaudreau. So again, RIP. And hope this news spreads around the Ohio State campus and every other college campus, because this stuff is clockwork and people need to catch on to it. Everyone needs to start boycotting these games. They're rigged and they're ritually sacrificing people. What could be more evil? Until next time.